Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. After her beloved mother passed away, her father married a proud and selfish woman who had 2 daughters. They were jealous of Cinderella's beauty and kindness. When Cinderella's father also died, her stepmother forced her to do all the household chores. She cleaned the house, cooked the meals, washed the clothes, and slept beside the fireplace covered in ashes. Because of this, everyone called her Cinderella. Although she was treated unfairly every day, she never lost her gentle heart and always believed that kindness would one day be rewarded. One day, the king announced a grand royal ball at the palace. Every young woman in the kingdom was invited because the prince wished to find someone he could marry. Cinderella was excited and dreamed of attending the ball. She carefully made herself a simple dress from old clothes, but when her stepsisters saw her, they laughed at her and tore the dress apart. Her stepmother refused to let her go and left for the palace with her daughters, leaving Cinderella alone in tears. As Cinderella cried in the garden, a bright light suddenly appeared. Her fairy godmother arrived with a warm smile and promised to help. With a wave of her magical wand, she turned a large pumpkin into a beautiful golden carriage. She transformed 4 little mice into elegant white horses and changed a small lizard into a royal coachman. Then she touched Cinderella's torn dress, and it became a magnificent sparkling gown. Finally, she created a pair of delicate glass slippers that shone like diamonds. Before Cinderella left, the fairy godmother gave her one important warning: the magic would end at exactly midnight, and everything would return to normal. Cinderella arrived at the palace, and everyone stopped to admire the mysterious young woman. Even the prince was amazed by her beauty and grace. He asked her to dance, and together they spent the evening talking, laughing, and dancing across the grand ballroom. The prince forgot about every other guest because he had never met anyone as kind and charming as Cinderella. For the first time in many years, Cinderella felt truly happy. As the palace clock began to strike midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning. She quickly ran down the palace stairs before the magic disappeared. In her hurry, one of her glass slippers slipped off her foot, but she had no time to pick it up. She climbed into the carriage and disappeared into the night. Moments later, the magic ended, and she returned home wearing her old clothes once again. The prince found the beautiful glass slipper on the palace steps. Determined to find the mysterious young woman, he traveled throughout the kingdom with his royal guards. Every young woman tried to fit her foot into the tiny slipper, but it was too small for everyone. At last, the prince arrived at Cinderella's house. Her stepsisters eagerly tried the slipper, but neither of them could wear it. Cinderella quietly asked if she could try as well. Her stepmother protested, but the prince insisted. To everyone's surprise, the glass slipper fit Cinderella perfectly. She then took out the matching slippers she had kept safely, proving that she was the young woman from the royal ball. The prince happily asked Cinderella to marry him, and she accepted with joy. They were married in a magnificent celebration attended by people from across the kingdom. Cinderella forgave her stepmother and stepsisters, choosing kindness instead of revenge. She and the prince ruled with wisdom, compassion, and fairness, bringing happiness to their people. From that day forward, Cinderella's life became a reminder that no matter how difficult life may seem, kindness, patience, and hope can lead to a brighter future. And so, Cinderella and the prince lived happily ever after.